There were some tense moments for folks who live in the Barnwell community in Baldwin County yesterday afternoon. The normally quiet area nestled between Highway 98 and Highway 181 was the scene of a manhunt.
Yeah, the two men who led investigators on a foot chase are now in jail with a bond amount of $26,000 each. Fox 10 News Baldwin County reporter Will Robinson Smith got the video of the crime that led to the hunt, and he also talked to neighbors about the ordeal.
What started out as a pizza call turned into a stick-up in a matter of minutes yesterday. Sheriff's deputies say 24-year-old Nat Shelton walked in, gun in hand, and demanded all the money in the register. Deputies say after getting the cash, Shelton bolted for the door and tore around the corner, presumably to meet up with his alleged accomplice, Jesse Bond.
We were able to set a perimeter and put dogs into the area. We captured his co-defendant fairly quickly. Mr. Shelton, we were able to capture sometime later.
The sheriff's office teamed up with the Fairhope Police Department and the Alabama Department of Public Safety to track them down. Kirk Kittrell says Bond was caught in his yard just down the road. Kittrell says Bond had been wandering around this area earlier that day, and he'd shoot him off then because he seemed out of place. So when Bond showed up again, this time with people yelling for him to stop, Kittrell took it upon himself to help chase Bond down over to this area over here, which is where he said deputies eventually took him down.
If I'd have known he was an armed robber, I don't think I'd have done it as avid in my pursuit. You know, I'd probably slowed it down a little bit. But I thought he'd rob my neighbor.
Both Shelton and Bond were arrested within about an hour and a half of the robbery. Major Anthony Lowry says it's important that they were arrested as quickly as they were.
I think that these two guys would have probably actually robbed more stores had they gotten away with this one. This was a calculated plan with this store.
He says these types of crimes tend to pop up more around this time of year, so they work to be ready for them.
We increase not only our patrols around our businesses, but we also try to step it up in the neighborhoods because certainly this time of year people are starting to put up Christmas trees, putting presents out, those sort of things, and so the temptations grows somehow for the offenders.
In Barnwell, Will Robinson Smith, Fox 10 News.
The district attorney's office says both men will likely face a bond hearing tomorrow afternoon.